Welcome to Cash Grab. This is the podcast where we look through different franchises that have been turned into video games and decide if they're cash grabs or not. I'm Steph.
I am Tom.
And Adam's not here once again.
God.
So we've looked through the book and we found someone to replace him.
The book. The big book of people.
It's a big book. It's a very, very big book.
And after everyone else said no, you got me.
We got Scott back. So welcome back to Scott.
Good to have
you
me
here,
again,
Scott.
of course, you know.
No, of course. We wouldn't pick anyone else because...
We don't have anyone else.
No, our book, we've been over-exaggerating the size of our book.
No, it's a very big book. There's just nothing in it. Just my name.
A very big book with a small amount of writing.
Yeah, we bought
it basically
a really
just says
big book.
It basically just has Scott.
No,
on
I
page
don't
12.
think it has my name. It just says the other guy, you know, and then a number.
No,
you know.
I think actually it has SC, and then we gave up because we got tired.
Oh.
So it just has SC, but we just assume it's
It
Scott.
doesn't even have his
number
number
in
in
it,
it.
yeah.
The number's in my phone.
Oh, I see.
The number?
Does it
his
just
phone
say,
number.
look at Steph's phone? You
Yeah.
know, it's a reference point.
Yeah, no, it's just SC. No, it's like muscle memory. It says SC, and we think, SC, it means look at Steph's phone. And then we look at Steph's phone, and then we think, why am I looking at Steph's phone? I don't know. I'll give Scott a call. Wait, SC, Scott! It all makes sense now. The conspiracy.
Man, I love the flow chart for that kind of like process. Must look brilliant.
You see, this is the brain of someone who's borderline schizophrenic, Scott. This is how it works around here. So today,
So how have we been then, lads? Been good.
we're all wonderful. I've been very much looking forward to this, and I wanted to say, is this episode 10? Because we should make this very clear.
Episode 10. We got an idea in mind, didn't we? This is episode 8.
Okay. Oh, 8, really? Only 8?
I think so. It's not that we feature on every single one, so we should probably remember. Let's
That is
let's
true.
go and have a look, shall we? Yes, this is episode 8.
Okay, episode 8. So today is a very special day. I say that in every single podcast,
every week, yeah.
but today is a very special day because we are doing dun 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 Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. How fucking amazing is that, Steph?
Very.
It is because you suggested it.
I did, yeah. Yeah, I did. I just thought it would be fun. So have either of you seen the film?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
I had it on VHS.
Yep.
Have any of you played the game?
Hang on, I feel
No.
like this is becoming a common theme now because it feels like the past few you've said, "Have you watched the film?" and everyone says no,
No, that's
and
not
you just say,
100% true.
"I had it on VHS."
No, I hadn't
You
seen
had a
Gold.
large
I hadn't seen
VHS
Goldeneye,
collection.
Oh yeah, you hadn't even
and
seen
you
that.
had a
Yeah.
right go at me for that one.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, still are now.
Is it still hurting? Is the
Yeah.
wound still fresh, Steph?
Yep, still fresh.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
'Cause,
Really
yeah,
sorry.
You know, when you first suggested this, I thought, oh, okay, like the whole, you know, style of this like podcast is just changed from movies to music, kind of thing. And then I was,
Yeah, we
you're
got
like,
bored.
Wait, what? No, wait, there's a movie? What?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I mean, the thing is, I'd known about Moonwalker, but I don't know. Like, to be honest, it's one of those things. Like, I think when you're growing up and you're a kid. And obviously, a lot of people grew up with Michael Jackson or were teenagers or adults during the time of Michael Jackson,
Of course,
But
yeah,
obviously, our generation were like either not even born during his height or were extremely young.
Yeah,
Very, very young.
I was into him from a young age because Dad was into him. So.
Well, this is
Same
it.
here. Yeah, no, my dad had like the cassette, and like I used to steal his Walkman. And
Walkmans.
Nice.
Yeah, you know,
Awesome.
but not not a CD Walkman, proper cassette
Yeah,
Walkman.
yeah. But no, I mean, that's the thing. I don't think I ever got to see Moonwalker because I was like one of the only people in the world that didn't have a Michael Jackson fan in the family. Like everyone does. They grow up and one member of the family is like a big fan of Michael Jackson. Not for me. No.
Yeah, that's,
no
that's
one
a bit of a
I
weird
can
one,
think
yeah.
of in my family was like a fan of Michael Jackson, so I never got to see Moonwalker.
Well, I wouldn't say anyone in my family was a specific fan of Michael Jackson. They liked his music, but they just liked
Yeah.
the era as well. Like, you know, my mum would love to go back to the 80s. She just says it was the best decade and
Yeah.
everything, you know. I guess there's an argument for that, you know, a lot of good music like coming through and everything like that.
There was a lot of shit as well, though.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, I mean, I guess
Nostalgia, we only look at the good stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of shit.
I think like in many ways the 80s was the worst time ever. But
What?
like, well, no,
Wow.
no, or like going deep into it. But like in terms of, the rise of capitalism and the divide between rich and poor and all that craziness. But at the same time, Beat It, that was good. You know, like. So I mean, you may be poor, but you better beat it.
Maybe there's just a lot of distractions
You've
going
got a
around.
good song to listen to whilst you're being poor.
Yeah.
So, you know, chin up.
I don't really know where you're going with this.
I never know where I'm going with it anyway.
It's like that famous quote from The Office. Sometimes I just start a sentence hoping that I find it along the way.
That is so true.
I think that's a quote I live my life by, to be honest. Most definitely. So yeah, no, never seen it before, and was really excited to watch it today. Really excited.
So was I.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it's like reliving your childhood. It's like Goosebumps all over again.
Goosebumps all over again. It's exciting times.
So I guess because you were obviously you're the only one that has seen it, you should tell us what your initial opinions were.
Right. So to get
That
into
was a long pause.
It's because I'm trying to think. The first 15 minutes. It was about 15 minutes, wasn't it? Was an opening montage of. So it starts off with Man in the Mirror live performance in Wembley.
Was it Wembley?
Yeah, it was in Wembley. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And it was just loads of fans fainting.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
Yeah, loads of women fainting basically.
Yes.
And then it just does that, and it's cut in with like political
or social kind of
stories at the time, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it had a lot of kind of generalized like social issues. Like it had like kind of starving Ethiopian children, and kind of pictures of war in like third world countries and stuff like that. And then it kind of went to like a spoilt rich fat girl fainting all over her fucking Battenberg, like
Battenberg.
So I mean, like, I actually made a point about this, and I said, movie starts with Man in the Mirror music video, blah blah blah, strong political message, yet there's an oxymoron there.
Yeah, it's a lot of contrast between the clips and the montage.
I wrote that down because you made a point of it.
Yeah, because it was like one area very happy, like first class, first world problems kind of aspect,
Yeah, totally.
And then looking at actually some serious problems and stuff like that, and it had your feelings like up and down all the time.
Yeah, it did. It's like it's one of those things like. You kind of you see these images flash in front of you, and you instantly feel like, wow, kind of feel bad just sitting here and watching this because I'm able to, and then suddenly Michael Jackson comes back on stage, and you're like, wow, he's got really shiny shoes, and suddenly
he's got a lot of belt buckles on his clothes.
And suddenly like all of those problems go away. So I mean, like, I think there's a lot of that going on throughout what we saw. These kind of like bittersweet messages, this kind of playing off between the two. But yes, I mean, it is a strange kind of 15 minutes to start, isn't it?
Yeah. I'd just like to make a point to the listeners.
Okay.
If you hear some weird noises, my dog's playing in the garden.
Yeah.
But it's 30 degrees in here, Celsius.
It is, yes.
And it's bloody hot, so we're leaving the windows open.
For you Americans,
we've turned the fan
I think
off.
that's 88 Fahrenheit or 89 Fahrenheit.
God knows.
Good conversions.
Wow.
I think
he could be blagging this, Scott.
Yeah, I know. I have absolutely no clue.
I think I'm right.
He could tell me it was 106 Fahrenheit, and I'd have no idea.
Oh, it's definitely not. That's 30. That's 36. 36, 37 is 106.
I got asked like a temperature, and I said 32 degrees, and they're like, yeah, what 32 degrees what? And I just got confused. I completely forgot about the whole concept of Fahrenheit. I only ever work in Celsius, or Kelvin.
Kelvin.
Well, yeah, because
I've never met him.
Because certain calculations, I had to do at uni. You have to work in Kelvin.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hope I never have to work in Kelvin. Inside Kelvin.
I heard he's a great guy.
I mean, he's a lovely guy, but don't want to be inside him.
But yeah, so it's hot, so that's what the noise is in the background. I'll try my best to edit it out. You might not even hear it.
I'm sure they probably won't. Just like the rambling of people talking about Kelvin right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that went on for too long. That old snippet.
Yes.
Then it turned into like a little montage of Michael Jackson's songs with the videos and stuff.
The-
But
the-
like some of the lesser
Yeah.
known songs.
Some homage to his roots.
Like you didn't have Beat It,
Jackson
Bad,
5.
Thriller.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you didn't have
Jackson
that.
5.
Yeah,
Jackson
so it's
5
kind of
going
went
on.
through the life of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yes.
The thing is like I want to point something out because, you know, I'm not trying to jump ahead, but basically within this first, well, actually longer, like first kind of like, for the first like 40 minutes of the film, it's not really the film, and we'll get to that. We will get
Yeah,
to
we'll
that.
get to that.
But the fact is, like, the first 15 minutes literally is kind of compilation of music videos and stuff. But the thing is, they're kind of altered music videos. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they're not the original music videos, are they?
Don't think so.
Because like the the whole Beat It thing with the kids, is that
Oh no.
is that just for the movie?
That's for the movie.
Because then they do that transition scene and the plasticine people and
Oh,
Yeah.
what the
let's
fuck?
We'll
not
get
talk
to
about
that.
the plastic
We'll get to
people.
that. So, what happened next? Because it's just such a weird opening to a film.
The thing is, it's in many ways it's quite hard to pinpoint exactly what happened next because it was so
Eclectic.
Good word,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah, great word.
very good word to describe it. I was going to say fucking shit. Well, I mean,
I was going to say clusterfucked.
clusterfucked. I mean, it is. It's like it's really sporadic and all over the place, and it doesn't seem to have any particular point or agenda. And it's just like
No,
a
not-
compilation.
Not in
of-
the first 40
yeah.
minutes.
if the movie was, like a music mini mix, that's, it's
Yes.
all over the place.
That's what, yeah,
like,
that's what I said whilst we were watching it, that it's a great, like, not mash-up, because it's literally just cut in between them, so
yeah, yeah.
it's not well done, but it's just song after song after song snippets. And
Yeah.
it gets you in the mood to listen to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, I mean,
And
like,
then it, although after that it kicked into Leave Me Alone. Oh no.
no,
too
well,
far.
not
No,
yet.
that's-
Well,
I'm-
this is the thing you see,
this
but
is-
it's hard. It's hard
yeah.
to kind of piece it together in the right order because
Because
it's
there's no story yet.
Exactly.
And there's
So
no story for the
I
first
think
40
I think
minutes.
doesn't it start off with Beat It, that event, because it does the whole, they had that long intro, and
Yes,
then
you're right,
then
yeah.
it goes into Beat It.
So it goes into Beat It, and the famous Beat It video is Michael Jackson, his crew, in like an empty car park, meet up with another crew,
Yeah.
and they have a dance off.
effectively, yeah.
But in this one, it's kids.
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily they have a dance off in the original video. It's more like the crew's like, "We're gonna fucking kill you," and he's like,
Was it Beat It or bad?
Oh,
"Oh shit,
shit.
just beat it.
It's bad.
Just bad."
It's not
it's
just
ba- it's
bad.
definitely bad.
It's bad. It's not Beat It.
It
It's
is bad. You're right. Yeah.
It's bad. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, like in the original, it's like the gang is like, "We will totally shank you, dude," and he's like, I've got to dance
Because I'm bad.
because I'm bad and I'm gonna do a dance," and then somehow it all gets diffused. Like I don't think the rival gang does dance.
No, they just
They just kind of stare
watch,
and they're like,
you know.
Do they? I haven't
like-
seen the original video for a while.
yeah. I think it was like
Oh wait.
it was like this one.
Yeah, with the
They- they
kids
d-
dance, and then the older kids just kind of stood there watching.
Yeah, they
it.
kind of just stood there and were just like, what the fuck are we having to sit through right now? We're watching 6-year-olds dance at each other. He's like, I just want to steal another Mercedes logo as quickly as possible and then feed my drug habit and have a child. This is what happens. This is what happens in a Michael Jackson music video, Steph.
Yeah, that's the hard reality of one.
It is the hard reality.
So the kids dance to bad,
Yeah.
and then it ends.
it ends strangely.
And then the kids kind of walking out, and the main kid who's playing Michael Jackson.
Who is really good. By
Yeah,
the way.
he's
I wanna
Kind of
point
looks
out.
a bit like Rufio out of the Hook,
Yeah,
movie.
you were
It's
saying,
like,
yeah, and he
like,
actually
and the rest
does,
of the
yeah.
kids kind of look like the Lost Boys, in
Yeah,
the-
they definitely do,
yeah. Actually, that's a interesting transition to say, considering Neverland.
Yeah.
yeah,
Never.
actually, I didn't
There you
even
go.
put
So
two and
actually-
two together there,
Actually, there you go. There's a little subversive message there.
So then, Steve's walking out, and then they go out through like a shutter door.
And he wants
as-
a banana cream pie.
He wants a banana cream pie, which we all decided sounded great.
It does sound great, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't like bananas.
Like me and Tom decided it sounded Scott's not keen, so it's just more pie for me and Tom.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Get your own
literally half a pie each. I don't think we can manage half a pie each, Steph.
Give it a
we'll
good
get
go.
very sick.
Yeah, we would. Yeah. Let's give it a go. It'll be fun.
All right, we'll give it. A go.
And then the shutter goes down. Now he walks.
Yes.
They walks out from the smoke, and it's
Mhm.
Michael Jackson, real Michael Jackson.
Yes,
Not fake.
No, not
kid.
the fake Michael Jackson. We just to point out, this movie was released October 29th, 1988. So this was like at the height of MJ's success. This was when, like, late 80s is when
It was about to release Bad, I think.
he had released Bad.
Because it's in the movie.
It's like 6 of the songs on the album had gone to number 1, which at the time was groundbreaking. So it was just after the release of Bad, I think.
Was originally
The movie.
It wasn't Bad in the movie.
Yeah,
The
Bad
song.
was in the movie. We just talked about it.
yeah, but it was look, the release of Moonwalker was originally scheduled to coincide with the album.
Oh, the album. Sorry,
The
okay,
album.
no,
Yeah.
I get it because obviously it would have been.
It would have released
as a single, yeah.
Ah, so it was originally intended to. So originally, effectively, Moonwalker was originally a promotional tool for Bad, and it ended up that Bad was just another thing to add in the massive compilation of things they already added within Moonwalker in the first place.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. See.
Okay, blimey. Well, I mean, I'm getting very confused. Very confused very quickly. Are we still talking about banana cream pie?
Yes.
Good. Yes.
So then it gets into the fucked up bit.
Yeah, no, like this pretty creepy stuff.
Where do we start? I think we should start by saying I didn't see this coming because they transition it. So basically, so as we're saying, after the kind of Bad music video and Kid Jackson walks kind of through with his what they call like managers and kind of like behind the scenes people.
I was gonna say posse.
Posse with his posse, and he's like banana cream pie me, and oh that sounds bad.
That sounds really bad.
Banana cream pie me.
That sounds really bad.
So he says banana cream pie me, and the guy's like, of course I will. And then they come out and it's Adult Jackson, as you say. And the thing is that this kind of golf cart, that they have in like movie studios.
Yeah, like the elongated golf cart.
Yeah, there's one thing I wanted to point out. I didn't write it down, but I wanted to. On the elongated golf cart, which is meant to have like tourists and stuff, the first thing that you hear the announcer say on the golf cart as it drives past, please no flash photography.
Yeah, and there's a camera. There's a camera flashing away, isn't there?
Yeah, I saw about 6 or 7 flashes.
Yeah,
and I
noticed that. Yeah.
I was like, if I was that announcer, I would instantly just take the pop shield off my microphone, walk up to him, and just hit him round the head with it.
Yeah,
so you
I
get
spotted that as well.
You get that nice, satisfying. That probably didn't do much good, did it? I wanted like the. Yeah, like that. Exactly like that. So you'd get that nice, satisfying sound of microphone hitting head.
Yeah. No, he definitely, because I saw that as well, and I was thinking that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But then the announcer made a second joke. Did you hear the second joke?
I did, but I don't.
And it was
remember
like, please do not feed the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was
stars.
about to say. I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
remember saying
It
that.
was like, and then it like completely bombs and no one laughs, and he's just like, just a bit of humour.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, funny that. But like, so when that kind of cart's coming in, they're doing the transition. So you notice there are people with like giant like paper mache heads on.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit off-putting.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like plasticine-y.
Well, this is the thing. At that time, when the thing's just coming in, they're not plasticine. They're just people with the heads on, like
because
with massive masks on.
they haven't got quite there with the CGI, so
Yeah.
they didn't know quite well how to like mash it up quite.
Exactly. So at that time, I was like, that's really strange in the first place that they're just
Yeah, it
these
looks
people with
really
giant
fucking
paper
weird.
mache heads. And then as soon as this thing stops, this golf cart stops, and they start noticing Michael Jackson. It's like a grandma and her grandkid.
Her grandkid, and the grandkid's like trying to spout out.
He's like, and she's like Mussolini, and he was like, no, Michael Jackson.
And then they pull the scariest face that I've seen.
It's like their eyes go hollow, like they
Yeah.
don't have eyes.
Yes.
It recedes in, and it goes all black, and it's like,
It's like
really?
something from an old horror film.
You know, like Tim Burton's early stuff. Like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
and that
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
stuff. And he has that way of kind of like doing the plasticine models, but they look kind of creepy, and they
Yeah,
can have the really fucked up facial expressions.
Yeah.
It kind of had that ring to it, but 17 times more horrifying.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it was
definitely.
terrifying.
Like,
was,
I mean, I instantly took issue with this film when that happened.
Like,
Yeah,
any kids who are watching this film, they would definitely have
Well, this is
nightmares.
The
it.
thing is, I loved this
This
film
is
when I was a
it.
kid, right? But I don't remember any of this. Like I said to you guys, I only remembered the bit when it's
Smooth Criminal.
later on. You'll see it, and it's "Leave Me Alone." The video for "Leave," just
yeah.
"Leave Me
Yeah.
Alone" or "Leave Me Alone,"
Yeah.
and that's where I remember the film starting. So I don't know if
crazy.
it's like because I had it on VHS. Maybe I never rewound to that part. I don't remember this bit at all.
I just think it was childhood trauma. I do.
Yeah, I blacked it
I
out.
think you blocked
I've
it out
blocked
because you.
Suppressed memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think somewhere deep down inside, your inner child's like, not again,
Why?
not again, why? Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's horrifying. It's horrifying to watch it as an adult. Let
Yeah,
alone a kid.
it's we were not comfy.
And
Not a fan of
quickly
that
enough,
style.
it's like it's a series of plasticine fans, or you can say fans, but they're all deformed. Like they're kind of
Well,
like
no, they're definitely fans, but they're like psychotic fans.
Super
Yeah.
So
fans.
say like, yeah, it's just I don't know these people reacting like, but they do it in real life. Like people at the Beatles,
oh
fucking
hell,
yeah, it's just like people would die for them.
the people who
Yeah,
have
it's
like
just crazy.
shrines in their rooms
Yeah.
dedicated to one
Yeah.
particular person, and you're like,
Yeah,
"Wow,
it's
that's
just
a bit much."
Do you know
It's
what
just
I've always
stupid.
thought about that, by the way? That people who love a celebrity so much that they have a shrine in their room. I thought serial killers often do the same things with their victims.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So where's the distinction
Hmm.
between crazy? Do you know what I mean? It's like serial killers are often called psychopathic. So are avid kind of like Beatles fans or avid Michael Jackson fans psychopaths as well?
Yeah,
Just because
could
they're
be.
not murdering
Just
him
'cause they haven't
or
mur-
murdering
well,
them. It
They
doesn't-
can't murder him
doesn't-
anymore, but
A
what
little
I
bit of pop psychology for you guys there?
yeah, what I've
How's
always
that?
found weird is like liking one particular person or artist
Being
so much.
obsessed,
You know, like
yeah.
I like having like I don't know, quite like a variation in like the,
Yeah.
you know, music, movies, everything I listen to. Like I have, I don't
yeah,
have
no,
one
there's
favorite
not
actor.
like
I have
one
a
person that you're going to
series
sit
of
there and
actors,
be
you know,
like,
actresses.
yes.
No, it's
It's
what-
like
it
it's like I
seems
like
strange
Christopher
to-
Nolan. So if I see Christopher Nolan's directing a film, I'll be like, I'm probably more likely to go and see that.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
Dunkirk. I
Yeah,
probably-
oh,
I
that
will- I
looks
don't know.
good.
Mm.
It looks good, but I'd be like, oh, it's another World War flick. I might just leave that till it comes out and
Yeah.
watch it later on. But because I see Christopher Nolan, I'm like, maybe I'll go see that
You're more
cinema.
inclined to. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I'm not going to build a shrine to Christopher Nolan.
It'd be a very weird shrine.
It
a
would, wouldn't it?
A Christopher Nolan shrine. You'd definitely have the knowledge knowing that you'd be the only person in the world with a Christopher Nolan
Yeah.
shrine. It's like I doubt there are very few Christopher Nolan obsessives.
I don't know.
You
He
know.
was the first person I could think of.
Well, you know, you could have thought of worse people.
And
Definitely
I'll just shut my shine away.
Yeah, yeah. Steff's
Didn't
just like
see that.
batting something over his foot right now. It's like,
Don't look at the other room.
Was that a candle, Steph? No,
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 Get out of my room.
No, man, leave me alone.
But yes, I mean, you know, this kind of obsessive wave of plasticine fans like ends up like what starts chasing Michael Jackson around like a Hollywood studio basically.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like it starts off. You know, people say it goes. What is it? I know there's that saying, the ridiculous to the sublime. But it's like it went from the ridiculous to the downright fucking batshit insane. It's like, you know, it's like it starts off with just some obsessive fans, some screaming, some chasing, and Michael Jackson seems way too positive throughout all of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
he's
smiling
really like-
and giggling and laughing. It's like, don't laugh, you're being hunted.
Yeah.
They're after your blood, Michael.
Like you're being chased by like the Thing, you know.
Yes, exactly. It's
Yeah,
like,
it
I
was-
mean, it's pretty serious, you know. If they got a hold of him, they'd tear him to shreds.
Yeah, there was no chance they were just going to get an autograph. They were taking like a hand away.
Oh, they want blood.
Yeah, they want a face.
Exactly. Yeah, they want your face. But you know, so I mean, like, so that happens, and he kind of avoids the first wave.
Well,
and he's like,
almost until these rather too
well, this is
rotund,
it, yeah.
like
These
I don't know,
words, Scott. This is absolutely fantastic.
you know, picked
Yeah,
up a dictionary.
Eclectic
I was going to say, we need Scott, because otherwise it would have been these two fat bastards appeared on screw.
Yeah, exactly. Represses
Ra-
swearing
rather large
tendencies.
people, yeah. No,
Yeah.
they're really creepy. Really
Well, I
creepy.
remember what one of them says. So it's like they're like twins, aren't they?
Yeah,
Tweedledee and Tweedledum is the best way I could
Yeah,
kind of describe
yeah.
these two characters.
Yeah, definitely. And like they're just like, it's Michael Jackson. You won't sign my belly. And Michael Jackson giggles again. And I'm like, they will fucking eat you. and then their bikes. They go around on bikes
bloody hell.
they've lost the ability to walk. They're so rotund. So
Nicely put.
so their bikes just like a collective of fart noises.
But
Oh,
no, not a collect.
God.
I'd say just one
It's like just a-
continuous fart.
Like I said earlier, it runs on natural gas.
It's just like it's getting low. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I mean,
it was fucking horrible.
so I mean, it gets like that gets ridiculous, and then he ends up in like a Wild West set.
But there was quite a few like meant to be celebrities in this kind of thing, but they were so difficult to work out if they're like. So
The
he runs into this,
plasticine.
So he
Yeah.
runs into this Wild West bit, and it looks like the main guy that he has a bit of a. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
You know the geezer who gets his head chopped off and put on a turtle.
Danny Trejo.
Him.
Yes.
Spoilers for Breaking Bad, I guess.
Don't
Oh,
think I've actually
come
seen that
on.
episode.
Huh?
I haven't got that far. I'm still
How
very
the
early on.
fuck have you not watched?
I've
Breaking
still
Bad
got the
yet?
box set, yeah, and like that's not the cellophane. I've only watched a couple of episodes online. It's terrible.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
I know, but that's me.
It's all right. It's
Well,
all right.
there you go, mate.
It's fine. Well, no, like everyone's already spoilt the ending for me already. 'cause
Steph,
it's
you're,
been out long
you're the
enough.
worst with spoilers. Most people are like, oh, I'm really sorry, mate. You're just like, well, there you go.
Well, no,
The
no.
thing is-
I gave you that one onto a silver plate.
I mean, how long has
No,
Breaking
yeah,
Bad been
no,
out?
there's,
No, it's
I
true.
do agree with you, Steph.
You-
Like,
There's a
certain-
limit.
Yeah, there's a time
is true.
lapse.
It's
you
like
know,
yeah.
I've only just completed Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Right, but if someone had spoiled that for me before I completed it, I wouldn't have been mad because I'd been like, you know what, that's been out for ages.
Yeah.
It's,
yeah, well,
everyone
you
was
know,
talking about it, and I just never got around to it. If someone spoiled it
Yeah.
for me, what can I do? But like, say if someone spoiled Star Wars the second day it came out, then yeah, I'd be a bit pissed.
yeah,
off.
but like if you don't know that, Darth Vader is
Well,
the
again,
dad.
that
Yeah.
is old now, so surely everyone knows that by now.
Though, do you know what's
Well,
even
the
better
thing is,
yet?
I
It's
mean-
like Vader, yeah, is like just so close to the German word for dad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Vater, you know.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I didn't see that one coming. Everyone in Germany did.
Yeah.
Very true. But the thing is like, I feel really bad about this because I've still been saying for, wait, how long? Nearly 20 years that I was like, yeah, I'll get round to playing Metal Gear Solid 1.
You've never played Metal Gear Solid 1?
I have, but I've never completed it. So like, I've only played about an hour of it.
Oh, for fuck.
So like, and I've been saying it like, because you've been obviously like a huge
that was
Metal
the
Gear
game
fan.
that got me into games.
Exactly. So like, you've been saying it from like day one. You've been like, you've got to play Metal Gear, and I was like, yeah, of course, mate, of course I will. I've got a PlayStation. I'll get Metal Gear. And it's like, then like nearly 20 years later, it's like I'm still not, but then I still won't let people spoil it for me. So if people start talking about it, I'm just like, oh well, don't say anything because you know I've got to play it.
I've got to
It's
get
like,
round to
it's
it.
like, look, I will in the next 20 years or so. It's like, and I'm still.
Fuck.
It's
How
bad.
can you
I
not
mean,
have
it's
played
bad, isn't it? When it comes to spoilers, I'm the worst because that's something I've been holding off for 20
To be
years.
fair, you've picked the right thing because no one knows what the fuck's going on in Metal Gear anyway.
Well,
to
that's
spoil
that's
anything.
true. It's like the end of 2. Fucking hell.
Oh Jesus Christ!
That's
yeah.
just like, a
God
total
knows what's going on.
mind
there.
fuck. Anyway,
Anyway,
let's get
right,
off Metal
so
Gear
I think-
and back to Michael Jackson.
The two people in the Wild West bit.
Yes.
One of them looked like him,
Him.
the turtle head. Man.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
going back
Danny
to it,
Trejo. Yeah.
Don't you think?
I didn't really notice it.
I really thought it looked like him.
I didn't
Well,
really
I felt
notice
like
it.
any caricature that they were trying to go for these like celebrities was so just off put by the
Yeah.
plasticine.
Yeah, that you couldn't
You
actually
know,
tell.
Oh, God.
It
Because
was
later on he turns into Rocky. What's his name?
Balboa, yeah.
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone. And
yeah.
you can only just work out
But
that it's him.
he's Sylvester Stallone as...
A horrific plasticine man.
Yes, but at the same time, like, as a street worker with a pneumatic drill
Yeah.
plumbing
Yeah.
away at concrete.
Maybe
it's
he's
Anyway,
seen
like,
a
so
film
he
like
runs
that, I don't
away.
know.
no,
So he runs away
none that I know of.
from these two Wild West guys
Yeah.
into a load of other fans, or
It's when he's in the
it-
little thing.
He runs about for a while, then he ends up in
Don't you
this
remember-
like
he
hut.
ends up in a
No.
costume thing. But
Yeah.
like, but the fans that are at the other side,
Hmm.
they're filming, so they don't look like fans because they've got proper film cameras. They look like actual
Yeah, like
film people,
film
Yeah.
directors and
but they still
cameramen.
chase him.
Yeah. And they see
So
him,
they look like they're
see
filming
him go into
something.
the wardrobe.
Yeah,
and
they
then
see him
say,
go into the costume wardrobe.
I think he's in there. It's like, you just fucking saw him
You
walk
literally
in
just
there.
watched him walk in.
He's
Look on your camera.
definitely-
You probably caught it on camera, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, so he's in there, and Michael's
Yeah.
looking around, and it's just full of creepy, weird masks. And then he picks
Yes.
up a mouse mask.
Was it a mouse? I thought it was a
It's
rabbit.
Oh, it was a rabbit, wasn't it? Why am I thinking of mouse?
It's proper Donnie Darko style as well, you know.
Yeah. What was
Yes.
that called? Fred? Was it Fred?
I think, yeah,
I think
it's
it's Fred. I don't remember.
weird.
That was a weird film.
Fuck no, I love Donnie Darko.
And then he walks out, and they're like still focused on the door because it clearly can't be this man in a rabbit mask.
Man in the mirror. Man in the rabbit mask. That didn't work. That was
Man
shit.
in the rabbit mask.
Good
Doesn't
save.
work
Good
quite
save.
as well. And then he gets on a bike. Before he gets on the bike, he does like a little spin and lets him know that it's him.
Yeah, you know, fuck's sake, you just got away. You got away cleanly, you know. Yeah, no, okay,
Fucking
I'm
get
right
out.
here again. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's like kind of an idea of like he doesn't want to be famous, but then he kind of does.
Well, this is it. This is
And then
it.
then he basically runs away, and that's kind of that. He keeps running away. And it was quite a cool little chase scene, though, wasn't it? The way the camera was going, and
Yeah, I like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I liked it. It was weird, but I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it's done in quite an interesting way, and it's quite cool to watch. And,
Yeah.
it's
like,
almost like you've hit like nitrous on like Need for Speed or something.
yeah,
The
Yeah.
everything's
lights,
just a blur
yeah,
on
yeah.
the edges, and it's just like
Yeah.
just about make out a road and stuff. Yeah,
And then like all this finishes, he gets a park or dancing ticket at the end because a copper sees him dancing, and then he's like,
Oh, but you
Can't
think
do
you
that.
missed out a bit there. Like his
Oh,
his
yeah.
bike then turns into like a jetpack, a jet ski. You know, it's like the most
it
you know,
does.
excellent vehicle possible you could have. You
it's
know,
the most.
It's the most James Bond vehicle I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the most over-the-top plasticine race scene I've ever seen in my life. That was harder to say
I think
than
it's
it
the only
sounded.
one.
Well, that's true. That is true. It is the only plasticine race scene I've ever seen in my life. But as
Plasticine race
plasticine race scenes go, it was quite ridiculous.
Yeah.
I could imagine a plasticine race scene.
Did
being-
Wallace and Gromit ever have a plasticine race scene?
They might have had a
may have
plasticine
done.
race
Yeah, I
scene.
don't know.
I just want to say plasticine
I
race
know.
scene more.
Well, the more I say it,
Plasticine
the
race
more
scene.
brilliant it sounds.
Bit of a tongue
Plasticine
twister.
race
yeah,
scene.
isn't it? We'll say that after a few pints down the pub, see how it goes.
Fucking hell. I can see it becoming plasticine racist after a while. It's like, that seems quite inevitable.
You're a plastic racist.
It's like, and it's just like plura after like 10 pints.
And then eventually it turns into Donna Kebab, please.
Yeah. But I mean, you said one thing really well, Scott, and you said it's like one big LSD trip after the bad song. And when I say the bad song, I mean the song bad,
Yeah.
not a bad song, because there aren't any bad songs. It's Michael Jackson.
Yeah, of course.
Boom, save that one.
Swish.
Yeah, but I mean, like you say, all of this whole thing about running away from avid fans, from obsessives, and you know, kind of the crazies of the world. It's like it does seem to be a comment on how shit it is to be famous.
Yeah, because then it drops into "Leave Me Alone," which is
I mean,
literally a song saying "Leave me the fuck
it's
alone."
yeah, I mean, it's like there's kind of. There's not even any irony there. It's just
No,
it's
it's
quite
literally
blatant, isn't
Blunt as it
What
can get.
is the secret meaning of this song?
Of
Yeah.
what?
Leave me alone.
What's it called again? Leave me alone.
Leave me
right.
alone.
What
Right,
could it
what
mean?
could it mean?
Hound you more?
Maybe he's alone, so I should be with him. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing
Send
is
more
like,
paparazzi to your house.
but the thing is, I think there's another oxymoron going on here because he's always like smiling and he's always happy and like he's kind of got to be because that's his persona.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like he may really hate the fame because the fame impacts on him from having or impacted on him from having a normal life. But at the same time, maybe he couldn't live without it at the same time.
Well, it's all he's ever known. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He was like a child star, so you know.
Exactly.
You know.
So I mean,
He's never
there's-
known any different,
there's,
has he?
there's,
So
there's this strange, all of that scene, all of that whole kind of plasticine chase scene and going into Leave Me Alone and stuff. The whole thing is really like, it's horrifying, and the whole object of him being hounded and this famous is horrifying. But at the same time, it's like the whole chase scene. It's like he loses them and then decides to stop and do a dance move so they know it's him again, so he can get chased. It's like the idea is to get away from fame, yet he can't.
He
It's like
can't
it's
get
like
away
getting
from
to the
it.
point of success and not being able to because you need to suffer.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a Buddhist thing, isn't it? It's like he has to suffer in order to know he's alive, as we all do as humans.
They got really deep.
Yeah, really deep.
Mic drop, anyone?
No, it costs money. Right.
These people who do all these mic drops never had to pay for it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's muggins over here has to buy a new one. So it drops into "Leave Me Alone."
Yes.
Then it goes into
Smooth Criminal starting. You know, it pans out to that.
Did it go?
there was something else after "Leave Me Alone."
I thought it went straight into the. It started actually getting into the movie then.
Yeah, that's
didn't
what I thought.
Is
you
that
know,
what the kids on the
it's-
roof?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you got the warehouse, and then
I'm sure it was something else.
I don't know. I don't think it was. I think it was Leave Me Alone, and then it went to the kids on the roof.
Oh, I might have.
See, this is once again going back to the fact that it's all over the place.
Yeah.
It's so hard to.
So normally we'll watch a film for half an hour.
Yeah.
But we decided to give this one 40 minutes because of its mad 10-minute Oxfam advert at the beginning.
And being honest, it didn't actually even technically get into the film.
And this film's
after
only an
40
hour and a
minutes.
half.
Yeah.
And we think we got to the beginning of the film, so we don't know what the film's about.
No, yeah, we never got that far.
But what I remember from as a kid, it's just like loads of different music videos kind of spliced into a film, and at the end he turns into a car.
That's a pretty cool skill.
As kind of like endings go on films, I've known worse. I've definitely known worse. You know, turning into a car, absolutely fine.
Yeah, I've also known quite a lot better as well.
Yeah, very, very good point. It's like
Play devil's advocate here.
What do you prefer, the ending of Moonwalker or Schindler's List? Oh, Moonwalker. I mean, Schindler didn't turn into a car, and that's what I want from my film. Car. What pros and cons in films? Cons, not enough car.
Oh yeah, look. So I've just read this on the wiki thing. Look, so during that mad scene, you got Steven Spielberg as a director.
So I was right.
No
I think I said
way.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
I was so not sure about the character.
You got Sylvester Stallone. We said that one.
Yeah.
Tina Turner,
Oh,
and we forgot
Pee
about
Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman's
Yeah,
in
we
it as
did
well.
see that. Yeah.
No sign of my fella, but
So yeah. So after Leave Me Alone, it goes into Smooth
It
Criminal.
would.
Yeah.
I would find it really interesting that if it did go to Danny Trejo, because I'm not sure he was really that famous at the time, and also I think Machete, the original Machete, was the only thing out at the time, and it's not really the most appropriate film.
no.
Like
But
transition
it looked
between
a
Machete
lot
and
like him.
Moonwalker.
No.
I thought it looked a lot like him anyway.
I wish I caught it. I just didn't catch him at all.
Right,
But I mean, if he was like kind of like you know, kind of Hispanic looking with long black hair and a handlebar moustache, then it looks pretty like him. You know.
Yeah.
That's
him.
Yeah, that's him. That's Danny Trejo. But I mean, you know, so it takes a good 40 minutes to actually get into the film. We didn't even have time to watch it because it's our rule. We take our kind of 30 minutes, and this one we gave extra, and we still didn't even get into the film properly. But we know basically the kind of long and short of it is that Joe Pesci, who you might know as the burglar from Home Alone, plays the antagonist or the villain in the film, and his name is Mr. Big.
Very
And-
inventive.
Yes, and he's the drug dealer nemesis of Michael Jackson. For what reason, I don't know, but basically, Mr. Big, Joe Pesci, steals children?
Yeah. Apparently that's what it says. You know.
I don't get why. I mean, I'm going into the ethics of being a drug dealer now, but if you're a drug dealer, your whole emphasis is you keep a low profile. Don't go nicking kids. You know,
That's just good advice for everyone.
I mean, it is good advice for everyone, but especially if you're a drug dealer, stick to nicking purses and dealing drugs, not nicking kids.
So, so basically, Mr. Big does that,
Yeah, he does all of that.
and then I'm just reading on the Wikipedia, and basically, he gets annoyed and decides to tell his henchmen to kill the kids
Really?
to kill Katie before finishing
Katie!
off Michael.
Katie is played by Kelly Parker.
There we go. And then it goes, not before a falling star flies by. Michael Jackson transforms into a giant robot and kills all of Mr. Big's soldiers, then turns into a spaceship. Mr. Big gets into a large hillside mounted energy cannon, firing on the spaceship into a nearby ravine. The children are his next target, but the spaceship returns from the ravine just in time to fire a beam in the cannon. What? Just in time to fire a beam in the cannon with Mr. Big inside. Okay, it doesn't make sense.
This sounds.
The children watch the ship fly into the night sky with a shower of light.
So it was a
That's the
spaceship,
bit
not
I
a car.
remember.
Yeah.
What
Ah.
the
It's not a
actual
car, But
fuck?
it's the one from the beginning of the film. It looks kind
Yeah.
of like a DeLorean,
Yeah.
but it's a
Holy
spaceship.
fucking shit! What the fuck is going on in this film?
So that's the film. What do you reckon, lads? With that description, would you carry on watching for an extra?
Well, do you know,
extra
I
hour?
feel,
Oh shit! Yeah.
I feel like I'd have to, but you know, I just want to know how many space cakes these people ate before they decided to like write this plot.
Very
you know?
true.
Was
Yeah.
this, you know, Michael Jackson like had a dream one day and decided, goes, look, guys, I had a dream. Let's make it a movie. Let's do it.
Yeah, well,
That's what it sounds like.
maybe it's that one
I mean,
night where he had the oxygen on his oxygen chamber a little bit too low, and his brain was slightly starved of oxygen, and therefore went into a state of like euphoria.
Okay.
And then he woke up, and it was like an epiphany. He was like, Moonwalker.
The story
It's all
was
about
wrote by
Moonwalker.
Michael Jackson.
I'm a bit disappointed
Told
that
you.
there is absolutely no space in this film, even though it says Moonwalker. You know.
Yeah, you did make a point of that, and that. Well, I guess at the end when he
flies off to space.
Yeah, so I guess it
You need
all
to watch
comes-
Moonwalker Part 2.
Moonwalker Part 2, the moonwalking. That was shit.
That
I
was
wanted it
really
to be like the reckoning.
The Reckoning,
yeah, or like the revenge, but there's not really anything you can follow
Moonwalker
up.
Strikes Back.
Moonwalker Strikes Back. Now that's good.
Return of the
Moonwalker.
Moonwalker. Going Star Wars here.
Revenge.
So, we'll crack on. So we would carry on watching after the half hour.
I think so. Yeah. I do
Yeah, do
think
you know
so.
what? I'd give it the benefit of the doubt. Like it is, like it had that. I can't imagine it getting like creepier than like the first 20 minutes.
I think we suffered through the worst of the film.
I think so, yeah.
And we had the best of the film to come, and we were obliged
had to stop.
it. Yeah.
So you would carry on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah,
'Cause
I would
I think
as
if
well.
I could live through the bad part, then I could definitely happily watch the good part.
I mean, you want to see that bit with the cannon and the robot.
Well, fuck
and-
yeah!
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
hillside
I want to see what
mounted
the
cannon.
robot looks like. What type of robot do you reckon?
One.
I reckon I'm picturing like a Voltron.
Oh, I'm thinking a Tiger Megazord.
Ooh.
Or maybe a Thunder Megazord.
Oh,
Fucking hell. There,
God.
there we go.
Scott, what are you picturing?
Cartoon Autobot.
Oh,
Well,
Well,
like
the
one of
cartoon
really
one, very,
shit
very,
ones.
very square one.
Yeah,
you
one of
know.
the really shit ones.
that'll be
Like Bumblebee from Gen 1.
Oh god,
Yeah.
he was actually a little bit rounded. I think
Yeah, 'cause he was a
Ultra
beetle.
Magnus was very square.
He was.
Ultra Magnus was so square.
I'm gonna just comment that I'm very impressed with your robot knowledge right here.
oh,
you
thank
know?
you.
Oh, yeah.
Both of
we-
you two, like,
It's
I was saying, you
a-
like turned to me. I was like, okay. Well, I was thinking it was like one of those old cartoon ones, but let's go a bit further. Than that.
I'd love to say it's a wasted youth, but it's not. It's our teenage years that we
Yeah.
wasted watching. Like,
Yeah, we
watching
Transformers the animated movie is
Transformers
one of my
non-stop.
favourite films
Yeah,
of all time.
likewise.
It's so good.
So it's not even we can get away with it by saying like, yeah, we're kids, it's fine. It's like we were like 16
Nah.
years old and we were like, Transformers the fucking movie, and just getting drunk. It's
To be
like-
fair, I loved it when I was a kid, but I think I loved it more when I was a
yeah,
teenager.
likewise.
And then fucking Michael Bay got hold of Transformers, didn't he?
Oh, we'll not go there.
Have you
but
heard
we-
about the fourth one?
It's not
No.
the fifth one
It's
now.
not gonna get. Is it the fifth one?
It's the
Oh,
fifth
it's
one.
the fifth
It
one.
is, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't want to get into it. I'll tell you afterwards but
The thing is, we're bound to do a Transformers episode.
Have you
at
watched
some
it already
point.
then?
No. I listened to another podcast
Oh, okay.
and they were talking about it.
Oh shit, we're bound to do a Transformers
was like-
episode at some point.
I
We're
just-
gonna
I knew-
talk about it.
Because normally what they do is they do like non-spoilers, spoilers.
Yeah.
It's the Weekly Planet, by the way. just
Yep.
just to let you know.
Yep.
Great podcast. So they normally do like non-spoilers, spoilers, but what if a film's really crap? They just go all in because no one cares.
No, that's
So like Pirates of the
too right.
Caribbean, whichever the fuck came out just now,
the
Yeah.
fifth one.
You
which
know,
was bad.
You were telling me
Yeah.
about the
Yeah,
other
I
day.
saw
yeah.
it. And it
I
was
watched
so
it recently
bad.
as well.
What did you think?
I thought, literally they're just dragging this one,
Yeah, he was just Johnny
Well,
Depp was phoning it in the whole way through.
I mean, four was bad enough. Four was fucking
this
dreadful.
one's the worst.
Well, I decided that I'd never watch 5 after watching 4. I
Don't.
just thought I'm
so
done with
bad.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, they should have just made a bloody TV series with it, instead if they're going to drag it out this long.
Yeah, just do something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, and that has the potential to be quite good because it could give it a bit of a facelift.
Yeah,
Because fuck me, it's
bad.
it's like. Oh god, no! I won't draw the comparison. It's too.
Oh, God.
It's too dark.
Anyway, back to the game.
It's too
Right.
dark.
So let's start the game then, shall we?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've got Michael Jackson's Moonwalker on the Mega Drive.
Yeah, sorry. I've composed myself. Sorry.
Right. There's an arcade version which we found out looks a lot better later on, but we
Oh,
don't have
the
that.
arcade version is just like
It looks
it's,
amazing. It looks like Dragon Ball Z cross.
It really does.
It looks really difficult as well because it's like
Yeah,
enemies from
massive.
all four sides.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah, it's kind of like a constant barrage, the arcade version, and yeah, it's like Michael Jackson with the power of a Saiyan throwing fucking kamehamehas at street thugs and
He
people in
builds
giant
like a
robotic
spirit
wheels.
bomb.
Yeah, he's got
He's
fucking.
thrown spirit bombs all over
He's
the
got
place.
it all going on. I
Um,
think it's like it'd be so fucking funny if just somebody could like dub over the arcade version with just like Final Flash, just explosions and stuff. That'd be fucking hilarious. But we didn't play that one. We played the Sega Megadrive version.
It was developed by Sega, published by Sega, and the
Yep.
producer was Michael Jackson.
I'm finding this all very strange. Because, well, I mean, it was developed by Sega and Triumph. But Triumph we know very little about.
Yeah, like the only thing we know about Triumph is that actually
Well, no, Triumph made the arcade version.
Oh, Triumph made the arcade version. Okay.
Oh, I
shit.
see.
So a motorbike company did a far better job than Sega, basically, like you said,
well,
Steph.
and Arc Systems done the SMS version. What's that?
SMS?
Is that a fucking text message?
That's a multimedia message, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't imagine that being a particularly fun game to read.
Yeah, so this came out in, we'll go with North America, August 1990. August 24th.
You know what I've done? I've written down the developers and the publishers and producers and everything, and the dates, release date for the arcade version.
Oh,
so all of my information is wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry.
I had to go in and sort it out.
I'm so sorry.
I go to the toilet once.
Yeah.
And you take out all the wrong information.
So it was, when was it? August 24th, 1990. So it's got quite a significant gap, to be honest, between the film, because the film, as we stated earlier, was October 29th, 1988.
So almost 2 years there.
Yeah, almost 2 years.
I can do maths, me.
I can do maths, me. I can do science, me. So, I mean, like...
Nice call.
So, I mean, you know, that is quite a significant gap. So, I mean, already with that, I mean, I'm not jumping ahead to the whole, you know, deciding whether this is a cash grab or not, but already, considering the gap, it doesn't scream a cash grab. It's not playing in with the movie at its height, is it?
No. Although the movie was in, like, the #1 VHS sales for fucking ages.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It can't be 2 years, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it was 2 years, no, but I think it was a good long time.
What the movie actually was in the charts?
The movie?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's been a slow year.
or 2 years in this case. Jesus Christ. Nothing much happened in the late 80s.
Moonwalker movie was
Yes.
released on VHS.
Mhm.
It remained #1 on Billboard's video chart for 22 weeks.
Well, that's
Have a
nearly
fucking look at
half
that.
a year.
That's a decent amount of time.
But then when was the VHS released actually? Does it say?
Yeah, it did say somewhere.
90 is it Go on, Steph.
Oh, VHS and Laserdisc.
Oh, who remembers Laserdisc?
I could say it was released on Blu-ray in 2010.
Fucking hell. No, it's definitely not a cash grab.
Oh,
It sold more than
Hold on.
800,000 copies by 1989, April 17th. So, I mean, let's
1989 the film came out in home video.
okay. So I'm assuming it was like a few
Came
months
out in
afterwards.
January
89?
1989, yeah.
Oh wow! So just like a few months, like 3 months after, well, 2 months after the film was released, like in cinemas.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's like very short gap between it getting released to VHS and then that gap's still over like a year and a half for it to be released to games. So it's quite a while. But
Yeah.
anyway, to the game itself and the gameplay. So Steph, I mean, I would say you played the majority of it. So what are your thoughts on the game?
Right. So start off,
Yes.
and I'm trying to think of what. yeah, it has a weird picture. It goes boo, and then I'm trying to. What song was it? Smooth. Was
Smooth Criminal.
Yeah.
Starts with
yeah.
Smooth
First three
Yeah.
levels.
So that's the first level. So Scott made a good point when I said I wanted to do this, that we could have a game with decent music for once.
Yeah, no.
Very true.
Yeah.
And it was,
has
because it was
lived up
all
to that.
just 16-bit versions.
The music was very
Jackson songs.
good.
Of
but,
Michael
you know,
Jackson songs.
Like, depending on how long it took you to complete the level, depending on how
Yeah.
testing the music did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, the idea of the
Very
game
good
is
call.
you're in the environment wherever you are at the time.
Yeah.
And you have to find Katie, was it, from the
Yep,
film?
played by Kelly Parker.
Who we never saw, but you have to save her, and there's like, there's like 10 of them.
Yeah,
10 Katies in
Yeah.
the level.
Yeah.
And
But you know what? It makes me think that actually there aren't 10 Katies. She's just taking the piss.
yeah, she just
She gets found and
found
she
and
does
hides
her
again.
Michael, and then she's just like, oh, fucking hide upstairs now. Never find me there.
She just
Yeah.
thinks it's a very elaborate game of hide and seek.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're doing that,
Meanwhile, he's getting shot at.
and like so Mr. Big's, I assume, army is after you.
Yeah.
Well, it's never ending.
It is never ending.
God
They
almighty.
are like the Agent Smith army.
Yes, or
They all look the same.
Persians in 300.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's never end.
Imagine
But-
if Mr. Big was like Xerxes. Now that would be fucking funny. Just like a giant Persian transvestite god of war. And Michael Jackson's like, look, I just want to take Katie home.
Look, I don't know what's going on here.
He's like, oh, I just love Michael Jackson. He's like, all right, fair enough.
All right, yeah.
But it's not, it's Joe Pesci. And I would love to see Joe Pesci play
Play,
a massive 8-foot
Xerxes.
Persian god of war.
All right,
Beautiful.
so your attacks in the game, you've got standard punch, kicks, but it's all one button. But you throw out some kind of fairy dust at the same time,
Yep.
Yeah.
which is fucking lethal. Because if you hit someone with the fairy dust, they go flying.
I
They
mean,
bounce off the walls, quite literally.
yes, yeah.
If you hit someone slightly close to a wall, they get stuck in the wall.
They're lodged in a brick wall.
They are
Yeah.
lodged in the brick wall.
And you know, it takes a hell of a lot of force to lodge a human being into a brick wall.
Yeah, they don't get splattered. They literally just end up in it.
Nope. Exactly.
It's one powerful attack.
It is. It is.
Then you can jump.
Or some very
Standard.
cheap walls.
Very cheap.
Yeah,
Could
it's
be.
true.
Could be.
Very true.
And then you've got your special attack, which is you spin. So you can spin and hit people out the way. And then when you're done your spin, you throw your hat.
Yes.
And people explode if they hit your hat.
Yes, and Scott, I think, takes the trophy for the most styled kill.
Yeah.
Well, multi-kill. Like, it was like
It was
a
great.
couple of taps. It was like a couple
I
of
was,
kicks.
yeah, I'd only just picked up the remote, I was still getting my footing there, just checking out the buttons, and it just beautifully came about. you know?
Yeah, it was just like, and then kind of like
It
proceeded-
wasn't by accident.
It was like you kicked a couple of them, killed them both, span into a group of 3 of them, and killed all of them one, and then just like flung your hat the other way without looking, and just knocked this one guy into oblivion, and he exploded. And
It
it's
was
like
spot on.
wow, absolutely amazing. And
But
that
that's the
brings
thing.
it-
So you haven't got many attacks,
no,
but you can pull off some stylish shit.
Yeah, you
Yes,
can be quite
so, like-
creative with it.
Because
yeah.
I like beat a load of people up, threw my hat, and then started going down some stairs, and then some Agent Smiths were coming up, so I slid down the stairs and kicked them all in the face.
Which looked
Yeah.
bloody awesome.
yeah.
There's a lot to this game.
Well, this is the thing. I was saying this because when I was watching you guys play it, I wrote down that the animations are great and the sound's fantastic. Like,
Yeah, you can like stand and pose in his like the one where he like
Yeah.
goes on the 2 front of his feet and
Yeah.
all that kind of crap.
exactly. But the sound's good. Like the voices are pretty clear and like little details, like standing on a piano and the piano plays.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
really
there's
cool.
a lot of care has gone into this,
Yeah.
you know, like, and the way you can interact with some of the environment as well, you know, like
Yeah.
kicking a can or a chair.
Yeah, kick chairs at people.
Yeah,
and
exactly. But
I have to say, it
go on.
does get a bit boring.
Well,
Yes,
it's very
it's-
repetitive.
it
And
is.
it's
Yeah.
3 levels, and at the end of each level, Mr. Big shows up, and you have to take
And
down.
he says the same thing.
Yeah, he always says,
Ha ha.
"You'll never catch
You
me."
will never catch me.
Whilst
And
you're
then-
there kicking him in the face.
Yeah, and then he walks off.
Well,
Yeah,
but
it's
like
I,
casually.
it's kind of like it started up like that though, didn't it? Really, because you know they weren't bothered to create more than one, you know, damsel in distress character.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
it's one.
that's true.
It's one
It's always
graphic,
Katie.
and it does the same thing and says the same thing.
Yeah.
And then the bad guys as well. You know, I think
All the same.
the best bit was when they changed the suits from like was it like a blue to a grey because you knew that you were fighting some like
Yeah, you knew you were
people
fighting
with more
someone
health.
more,
You know,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
True. Yeah,
You know, and
very true.
Each like floor is identical, effectively, just with
Yeah.
like the pool table moved over
Yeah.
slightly.
That is basically it, yeah.
But I mean, like, I was going to talk about the whole kind of styling thing in this game because actually, it's one of the earlier examples I can think of like having style as a part of just getting through enemies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because in modern games, it's so much more a common thing. In fact, it's like it's encouraged. Like there are games where you're encouraged to be stylish. Like I've been talking about Dishonored recently. I've just like finally got
Yeah.
around to playing Dishonored 2, and like doing lavish kills and stylish kind of multi-assassinations is something which is really satisfying. So you're kind of actively searching to do it because
Yeah.
you know you can, and it's fucking cool.
Well, you look at all these like YouTube videos, you're never
Yeah.
seeing the ones which are just boring shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and
right.
and
It's
like
just
and like games
a bit of
like
flair.
Call of Duty, as
Yeah.
they've introduced new mechanics, like with kind of more sliding mechanics and like similar to what's the game called?
Vanquish?
No, it's like Call of Duty took the whole aspect of wall running from
Titanfall,
and that sort of thing. But it adds a lot
Yeah.
more kind of style to kills, and you can chain kills and do it in a really fucking impressive way. And it's like that's actively encouraged. But obviously, these are modern games with
Yeah, it's like that Bulletstorm game when it
Yeah,
was like
exactly.
you gain more points depending on.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
so that's like you say.
these are
that's
like
normal
modern
now.
games with kind of modern engines and huge, like broad expanses where you can pull off this stuff and you're rewarded to do it. But this is a game from 1990, and with very basic mechanics at a very basic time. And I just can't think of many other things which were actually rewarding you, and it felt good to be stylish doing that.
Yeah, to pull off some really cool
Yeah,
looking stuff.
and you
yeah.
can. And I think like it's a really good early example of actually how like styling out your kills and stuff.
It's actually
Is
quite a
something which
shame
is
that
good.
they didn't build in like a combo mechanism.
That would be fucking cool.
Because like
That'd be
it had
really
it had
cool.
had all the mechanisms there for
Yeah.
like stylish combo, and then you
Definitely.
could have thrown in style points and everything like that. It was all there. It
Yeah.
just-
Yeah, it could have been done, but
Yeah.
sadly it wasn't.
No,
Yeah.
no. But you were right in what you were saying earlier. Like the premise of the game is like
It's very copy and paste.
yeah.
Yes.
It's
So it's three levels
insanely simple. you know?
In the first section.
Yeah.
And you'd listen to the same song,
yeah.
and it was like you said, you're glad you liked this song because otherwise you would have gone
Fucking
insane.
love Smooth Criminal. Yeah.
And then by the time we finally complete the third level, we were all ready to stop listening to it.
Yeah.
That is true.
Well, because it wasn't the entire song either, and I don't think
Yeah.
there was no lyrics to it,
No,
so
yeah.
it was a very short bit of it all.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And then the second one was
Beat It.
Beat It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
was
and then that was
refreshing.
it was refreshing to get a
yeah.
new song, but it was we only played the first level, but
Yeah.
it was the same thing. But rather than Agent Smiths, you had Street Youths and
Bloody Utes.
bloody
Bloody
army
Utes.
guys.
So yeah, because I played
Yeah,
this.
like
this
You
Grenade
played this level,
launcher.
Scott.
And yeah, no, this one was a lot more fun because they introduced some like new systems. So like I opened a window looking for it was a Katie and a
Played
bomb.
by Kelly Parker.
Yeah, a fucking
A bomb came
comes
out, and the more times I opened these windows, the shorter like the time fuse got on this bomb to the point of
Yeah.
when I opened one, it just pretty much blew up in my face.
Yeah.
Which you wonder why don't they do that just normally? If you're planting a bomb
Yeah.
to kill Michael Jackson,
Right.
why don't you just have it go off as soon as he opens the window, rather
Yeah, like
than
go for like a
bouncing
claymore or
out
something,
and
yeah.
and waiting
This
3
this
seconds?
is on the assumption he's going to open the window anyway. He might not even open the window.
Yeah, but then someone else could open the window and they're going to get exploded
well,
in 3 seconds.
what I would have done, right? I would have paid off not one of my thugs. I would have paid off an independent person to knock his hat and steal his hat. And obviously can't do it without his hat because his special move requires his hat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So then what I would do is then I'd hire someone else to plant a like a clothes rack or like a
Okay.
what do you call them? What do you call them? Like coat rack, like a coat rack
A hat stand.
with a hat on it with a bomb implanted on the inside of the hat, sewn in. So then as soon as he puts that hat back on, boom.
Boom.
That's it. No
Diabolical,
more MJ.
mate. Diabolical.
No more MJ. You see, I should have been Mr. Big.
That is not a new nickname for you.
No, it's not. And not for the reasons you're thinking.
Something we did actually miss about talking about is the special move is that you have to not like most modern games or actually quite a lot of games you have like an independent bar for the special move like an XP kind of filler kind of bar.
Yeah, get 4 kills and you
And,
go
yeah,
out.
and
whatever.
you get it and you earn it or something. This you start off with it, but the downside is that it takes health to use this ability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We didn't quite use it to the extent to see whether it would eventually.
that's true.
Kill
We didn't actually
yourself.
test that,
Yeah, we
no.
should just
Nah.
make him spin on the spot and see if he dies.
Oh, spun to death.
Yeah. So,
That would be something so terrible on your gravestone, wouldn't it? He spun to death. He died dizzy.
dancing was it Dancing Life and Dancing Death?
Yeah. That's a lot more poetic than he spun to death. I'll go with your one.
Do you know what else we forgot to mention?
Go on.
When you've collected all the kids, or all the Katies in the level,
Play by
Oh, of
Parker.
course. Go ahead.
Mr. Bubbles appears.
Oh, fucking Bubbles.
How did we
yeah.
miss that?
So Bubbles was Michael Jackson's famous monkey pet.
Yeah. Chimpanzee, wasn't it?
Chimpanzee, was it?
I think it was a chimpanzee, yeah.
And so Bubbles flies out of nowhere onto your shoulder
In a t-shirt
in a t-shirt.
and a nappy.
And then he points you to where you need to go.
It's typical though, you know, all the fighting's done and he comes to help and then he pisses off when you start fighting again.
That's true.
So then you go where he's
true.
pointing, and then he fucks off, and then Mr. Big's there going, "You'll never catch me," and then all like his little army crones.
You know,
Yeah, like the
Bubbles
sub-bosses.
could always run after Mr. Big,
yeah,
whilst Michael Jackson's like
kicking him in the face,
dealing
but it
with the
doesn't work.
enemies and styling on fools. You know, like Bubbles could easily like catch up with him. He runs away at a walking pace. He walks away.
Yeah,
That's what
he
I'm trying to
does.
say.
He walks
What he
on
wants
screen
is that
and then
banana
walks
cream
off.
pie.
Oh, banana cream pie. I really want a banana cream pie.
I didn't even know banana cream pies existed.
We spoke about it just earlier.
No, like before.
Oh, sorry, I got really offended. Yeah, well, I guess anything can be like a something cream pie.
For fuck's sake.
Innuendos are strong here.
See what I did there, Steph? You see what I did there?
Let's get off the subject.
This is
of
a
cream
family
pies.
podcast. Well, okay, we're getting off.
Are there any other notes about the game? Because I'm struggling to think of anything else, to be honest.
Yes.
The enemies, like, you know, you thought you got used to the enemies, and the next thing they're throwing or shooting you, you know.
Yeah, these pull guns out and shoot you in the face.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, that's
Yeah.
a bit full on. And the bullets kind of look more like knives because they were
They
going
do
so slowly.
Yeah, they do,
and they're
yeah.
very big.
They are big. Aren't they? I did write a couple notes. I just said, the thing is, I think I was just writing this because, like we said, it's quite easy to run out of things to talk about with this game because, like, for all of the kind of flashiness and it's really cool and it's interesting, it's fun, like, it's a really simple premise and it is copy and paste and it's repetitive and that soon does wear out. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's bad. I think it's really good fun. I think it's cool, but it is repetitive.
I mean, we got to the second set of levels.
Yeah,
And it was the same thing again.
kind of
just
yeah,
different.
yeah, exactly. But I did say, no idea where the parents of these children are. Very poor parenting indeed.
It's like
Well, you
taking
mean
three.
children, you mean child.
Well,
Because
yeah,
it's just Katie.
but I guess
Surely they could have made another sprite.
well they should have done
Or
because in the film there's
4.
like
Do you know what I mean?
there's like 5. There's like a group of kids.
There's like a decent group.
Yeah, so I mean,
Surely they could have spent another day just making more sprites.
they could have done. They wouldn't have to change the voice or anything. They can just all go just like Michael.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Michael.
But you could have a different kid. At least you know you're getting somewhere. When you're
Yeah.
just rescuing the same thing over and over again, you
Thing.
the same girl over and over again.
Now leave me alone. Thing.
That was she's been getting captured a lot, you know.
Yeah, she's crap.
Yeah. I think I think I know it. I've got it. I've got the inside knowledge. I know what's going down. Katie,
Is with Mr. Big.
she's not with it. No, God.
Daughter of Mr. Big.
No.
Oh.
She is
In partnership.
Mr. Big's employer.
Oh,
Mr. Big,
Oh.
Mr. Big
Is a
is
front man.
actually
Yeah.
Mr. Small, and she's
Mr.
Mrs.
Big.
Big. She's Mr. Big. She is head honcho. She's got control of this whole massive criminal underworld, and she's just got Mr. Big as a prop, and she's like, keep toying with Jackson. Keep Jackson entertained, whilst I hide in closets.
And windows.
And windows.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
and every
obviously-
now and again I'll put a bomb in one. You'll
And
never
a
see
cat.
And a cat.
Oh yeah, the cat just attacked you as well.
Yeah,
you know?
so, so I opened the window and a cat pops out. So I thought, all right, you'd think it would just run away. Like, it makes a noise, you'd think it ran away. Next thing I know, it's
Yeah.
fucking biting my ankles.
Yeah, because it's not an animal-friendly game, is it? You know, you got
Yeah,
Yeah.
because then your next
yeah,
level.
you're kicking cats and then dogs. Yeah, on the
Yeah.
level. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
just
like
kind of busting up dopamine.
you know,
as
like
you
just
go.
running away. Going, I really don't want to hurt you. Go away. Go away.
Isn't that funny how, like, humans come along, we're happy to slide downstairs, kicking them in the face. But as soon as there's a
true.
dog and a cat, we're not willing to hit them with this
We-
magic sparkle
Yeah,
dust.
Our sense of empathy really doesn't extend to humans, does it? We couldn't care less, to be honest.
But it's true of everything.
It is. Well, it's true in life.
yeah,
like
you know.
you don't want to see animals suffer, but when
That's because you always
People.
think like they're defenseless. You know, you
Yeah.
know, human has that
Yeah.
capacity to think on
That's-
on the
that's-
same level or a
that's
similar
true.
level to
Yeah,
yourself.
that's true. Yeah,
You don't know what an animal's thinking. You don't know whether he's just literally told you to fuck off or not. You know.
yeah. So you automatically have that kind of sense of dutiful care.
Yes.
Whilst as a human, you think, you've
Fuck yeah.
got diarrhea. You'll be fine in a while. Lots of fluids. Lots
You
of
know,
fluids.
when a person shits on your carpet, you're not going to be okay with it at all.
Yeah,
No,
Scott, I'm
no.
still annoyed at you for that.
It was in the corner though.
I established my
Only
space.
half of it was on the carpet.
It was-
The rest was hard floor. It was hard floor.
It was on a newspaper. That's why you put it down.
Actually, true story right here. Steph, you know what's coming up. Steph,
Oh yeah, the
Steph-
Castlevania story.
This is 100% true, right, Scott?
Okay.
When we were like much younger and I used to live in my old house, Steph vomited blood all over the floor.
It was a white cream.
A white cream carpet.
Ooh.
And like my family was like, first of all they were like, why the fuck is your friend vomiting blood everywhere? I was like, I don't know, he's a bit weird, isn't he? It's like, but then like we didn't have the money to get it recarpeted, and we thought we don't really need to clean it and stuff. Cleaned it up, but there was a stain where this blood had been, and it stayed there literally the whole time we lived there. So that happened when we were like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And literally
Oh, wow.
moved out of the house when I was 17, 18, so 10 years. And it was still there. Just right on this little patch of carpet, there's just this little kind of circle of stain. It's like, that's where it happened. That horrible incident.
Me and my
It was so uncalled for as well.
But the thing is, we were
So
playing
sudden.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night,
Yeah.
and there's a zombie in it that when you hit him, that neck splits open and blood like comes out like a fountain, and they make this like.
You just
scream.
wanted to reenact it.
No, what it was,
Well, that's-
Tom was going down the corridor, and we were obviously too young for this game. when we were
oh
playing
yeah,
it.
wait.
Tom was going down the corridor hitting them, and they were screaming. And I was like, oh, I don't feel too good. And then after like 10 of them, I was just like, no, I don't feel. And all over the carpet. And then I was completely fine. I don't understand.
And it's like, looking back at it, you were a child and you vomited a lot of blood, and I think to myself, like children don't have huge amounts of blood reserve.
That's not a
It's
normal
like,
thing
it's
to
like-
happen.
And he was fine. It's like he didn't even look pale. I was like, is this guy like a robot? I expected him to then just like shed his skin, and there was like just like a fucking T-1000 looking at me in the face. It's like, it was the most fucking weird thing that's ever happened in my life, and it happened so young.
Oh god. Yeah, it's
So,
great.
True story right there. Just had to get away from Moonwalker for a little bit and talk about blood vomit. It's a natural
You know.
transition.
Best thing is I played that game through many times now, and I still haven't done it again.
You've made a full recovery.
Yeah, I'm normal again.
Yeah, good. Bloody good. So
Oh,
I guess
pun there.
I didn't even realise. Oh,
I thought you were just putting it off really cool. You're like just like not even looking like.
I
yeah.
should have played it off cooler than just going, oh, that was funny. It's like,
God, I'm good.
God, I'm great. But I guess there's not a huge amount more to talk about with the game. So
No, there wasn't
No,
much in
music,
it.
good.
Yeah.
Gameplay, pretty good.
animations are great.
The animation was good. It was just, actually, no, gameplay
Okay.
wasn't good, but the fighting was quite fun.
Yeah, the animation, the
So
style.
like, yeah, the fighting
makes
was
up
fun,
for
but
it.
the actual
Yeah, yeah.
gameplay of fighting the kids was boring.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Because it was just walking left to right, opening everything you could. Next level, left to right, everything you could.
Yeah.
Next level.
Copy
So-
paste.
It was pretty
First
boring.
chorus, first chorus. Yeah.
So would you carry on playing this? Would you want to see what level 3 is? Level 4 is?
Do you know, like,
Would the robot be in it?
I think I'd give it until yeah.
I'll stop doing that.
We just want the robot.
I will stop.
Okay. No, I would give it a couple more rounds only because like the sequence I played after in the second chapter was a lot more going on in it.
Yeah.
And it's like become a little bit more dynamic and everything. So I assume if it like continued at that rate, then it could have become actually quite an interesting game. And it was just slowly getting you used to the controls and stuff like that.
Possibly.
And that's the difficulty when you're playing the early levels, that sometimes it is still just getting you used to it.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
true.
yeah,
That is
completely.
true. Yeah.
And do you know what? If it didn't change though, I wouldn't personally
Quickly put it down.
quickly put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
had,
if you got to level 3 and it was the same thing
if it was the
again-
same thing again, no, I would put it down.
Nothing,
I,
put it down.
do you know that would be a game I would not be able to complete.
Yeah. Tom?
Well, I didn't really get a chance to play it. I was taking notes, but like, you know, I watched the whole thing. So I mean, I would play it on the basis that I didn't get to. But the thing is, I know that if I were to play it, I don't think it's something I would kind of go back to particularly. Do you know what I mean? It's like I would have my time with it. I would like try and get up to like past the second stage or whatever and get to the third stage. See what song's coming up, guys. You know, like I've heard Smooth Criminal and Beat It. I'm hoping for Endless Man in the Mirror.
I want to see Thriller.
Yeah, that'd be good.
They could do really cool stuff with that.
Yeah, like level full of zombies.
Yeah, sweet.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
So, I mean, like, you know, I think it's the type of thing, like, I couldn't see myself playing it, like, on a repeating basis at all. Like, I might kind of give it my go, come back to it at another point, just kind of, like, revisit. And that's probably it. Then I'd probably put it down.
Yeah, I think I'd probably give it one go.
Yeah.
To see how far I could get. If I died,
That'd be it, yeah.
leave it at that.
That's it.
And I probably wouldn't pick up again.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I probably
Makes
would.
sense.
Like, I probably would pick it up one more just to see what carries on in that game.
Yeah.
But if I got killed, I'd just be like, oh, fuck it, it doesn't matter. It's,
Yeah.
it's
No
nothing.
sleep would be lost over it, really.
Yes.
No. Well, maybe.
It depends on how kind of sensitive a person you are, I suppose. You know, if you're extremely touched by things, then it could be a very, very desperate issue for you.
That, or
You
you
could lose
suffer
lots
from
of
insomnia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I just can't sleep.
Right, if I read this sentence
No
out to you,
offense to any people with insomnia.
Yeah, no, it's
If
not a
I-
serious
Terrible
thing.
condition.
if I read this sentence out to you,
What's gonna happen?
I want you to say if you're gonna make yourself get to it or not, right?
Is it about Kelly Parker?
The final level, no.
Oh.
The final level of the Mega Drive Genesis version
Oh.
is a first-person fight sim battle between Jackson, now transformed into a spaceship, and Mr. Big's ship. Would you get to that level, Scott?
Yes.
Wait.
Oh, sorry, I'm Tom.
Well, no,
Tom's a yes.
how many ever sequences was it? You know, that's like like how many chapters? Because you know we did it was for
That's
the first chapter
true.
it was 1 to 3, and then like if
I'm guessing it does like 3 for each chapter.
And
Doesn't
do
it?
it
3
in-
stages for each
and
chapter.
then
Sort of thing?
like 10 chapters? Because that's 30.
That's 30. Yeah, no
that's
way.
a long period.
No way. There's no way.
Yeah.
I guess it's.
Hold on. In certain levels,
Hold
a
on.
shooting star may appear, which temporarily transforms Michael into a cyborg that can attack enemies with
I would play
various
this game.
artillery,
Yeah,
but cannot collect children.
What?
Oh,
okay.
that's such a shame.
It says almost every stage has 3 levels, so I
you
don't
had
know
a-
how many
if you had
stages
a
there are in
choice
total.
between shooting artillery from your chest or collecting children, what would it be?
Artillery from my chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would collect children before making the wish, and then I'd make my wish, and then I'd fire the children out of my chest. That's what I would do. I'd fire.
And Tom has gone.
Oh shit! Sorry.
It's like the out of Fallout 3, you know, the
Oh shit!
The thing is, I zoned out halfway through that, and then I suddenly came back into it.
So, to reiterate to Steph what Tom just said, he said that he would collect all the children first before making his wish. Upon making his wish, he would then choose to have the gun chest, a gun in his chest, but fire the children.
I zoned out, and all I heard was fire the children from my chest. What? Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, sorry.
So what do we think then, guys? Is it a cash grab? Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
I'm going to let someone else answer this time first because I did last time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right. It's a tough one, this, because it was released so much longer after. Well, not longer, but an hour after. Hour. Fucking hour after the VHS. A year after the VHS came out. Tom's still in fucking fits.
He's dead, he's gone.
I'm sorry. Oh,
Alright, Scott,
Okay.
I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
So, because it came a year after the VHS, and
That's
don't
quite
know.
a long time.
it's quite a long time, but
I
Michael Jackson didn't stop being big.
see. That's my point.
You
I was
could
gonna
always
make.
promote it.
I feel like it is a cash grab because maybe it didn't play off the movie, but it definitely would have played off his continued success.
Something to do with
So
it.
the
yeah.
fact that it's tied to him rather than a movie still makes it a cash grab.
Yeah. And then the repetitiveness of the game.
there's very, very little, innovation into
Tom's still going.
individual levels.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we didn't get to this point where you turn into a cyborg or you fly up and out.
Fucking want to though.
Yeah. See, this is once again another shame.
Don't drink water, Tom.
So the thing is, this is always difficult when you've only played the game for however long and how long it takes to get into it.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that it wasn't that engaging, gripping as early on. It really did itself like a disservice by being so repetitive at the beginning.
Yeah. I'm back now. I've composed myself.
Michael Jackson
sure?
Moonwalker
So.
was number 8 on the top 10 worst licensed game ideas ever.
Oh. Shit. Wait, GameSpot added Moonwalker into the Hall of Greatest Games of All Time.
Oh.
So Game Informer was the one that stuck it in the top 10 worst licensed game ideas ever.
And GameSpot.
But GameSpot added it into...
The greatest games ever.
Yeah.
And these are quite late on as well, actually. So they both had like a similar perspective,
Yeah.
So it's not like whether it was just at the time they thought it was bad, and
No,
then
exactly.
actually on
Do you want to have a look at some of the scores?
Yeah, let's bring out some of the scores quickly.
So
sounds good.
Scott's dropped in that he thinks it's a cash grab.
Yeah.
So CVG, sorry, not J,
That's all right.
90% out of 100.
Wow.
It's very
Crash, I haven't heard of any of these, by the way.
No.
Crash, 70%.
I've heard of your Sinclair user.
Sinclair user,
I think you've always
6
got to
out of
take
10.
6 out of 10.
gaming
Your
review
Sinclair?
scores though with a pinch of salt
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I've
definitely.
never really seen a game advertised even with a poor score.
Well, yeah, some games get a terrible score, but they just don't rave about it, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's true.
like
it's true.
Nintendo Power would never give Nintendo a bad. Like so, be like
Oh, God.
the new Mario's coming out. It's so good.
Yeah,
Play it.
10
it's
out of
great.
10.
10 out of 10. You're like, well,
100%.
yeah, of course you're gonna fucking say that. You
Yeah.
There's definitely not a conflict of interest there.
No, not at all.
But yeah, I mean, it's yeah. I mean, I can see like why it's a great game. I really can. But I mean, it being a cash grab, I would agree with you, Scott. Yes, I do think it is, and likewise, I don't think it's tied in necessarily to the movie, just because of the the distance between the film and the game being produced. So I don't think it is a direct link on the success of the movie. It's just it's got like it's not like it's just got on the front cover Moonwalker and then
No, it's
like
got
a
Michael
picture of some
Jackson's.
galaxies. It's got Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, a giant picture of his face, a giant picture of him as well dancing. Like it's Michael Jackson, for Christ's sake. It's like the biggest thing on the planet, the biggest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
It's gonna sell. So it's a cash grab. It's not cash grabbing on the film per se, but it is
It's
cash
cash grabbing on
on
Michael
the
Jackson's
name
name.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say cash grab.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'd agree with that. I think what we were saying was right, Scott, with the fact
Yeah.
that they literally just used his name.
Yeah.
He's such a successful,
It's a
and
money spinner,
rightfully
yeah.
so, and you know what, it's clever of them to do so,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they didn't release like a piss poor game. It was still like you could still have fun with it. If I bought
Yeah.
this as a kid and I was playing it,
Back in the
Happy
day,
days,
you would
yeah.
have loved
I
this to
would- I
bits,
would've-
yeah.
it would be up there in one of my Megadrive.
Like top
memorable
games.
games.
Yeah, no,
definitely.
yeah, and that's once again one of the only early consoles I ever had as well, and I
Yeah.
would have happily had this. It's just a shame I didn't back then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Definitely.
So
It's a
Michael
cash grab.
Jackson's Moonwalker, cash grab.
Goes in the cash grab pile. Boom. Well,
That's the point. We do need to make a little list of them because I'm already
We should.
forgetting.
we should, shouldn't we?
Should make a little list.
We'll make a little list and have it.
We
for
had an
episode
idea.
9.
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
we
now,
had-
but would there be an overall, or would there be everyone's independent opinion?
Oh yeah, because we do differ, don't
It is. It
we?
is a democracy, so we should go with the majority.
Yeah, majority votes.
Yeah.
So, but we had an idea to do a kind of cool wall idea. So like
Oh yeah, that'd
the
be
cash
good.
grabs and the non-cash grabs, but then we decided which were better than the others.
Yeah.
Do you
that's-
So we
wanna
could say like this is a
quickly
cash
review
grab.
them
but-
now, going back from the first game, or would you like just
Oh God.
just start?
Should we
this
do
one?
it?
Are we?
Oh, let's do it.
Oh my
Let's do the
God, we
list.
are.
Scott, you're making this podcast go on for so long.
Oh my God,
That is the glory of editing.
man. This is
Editing. I don't edit.
This is totally
crack
ad
on.
lib. What we're doing.
Okay, episode 1, the famous Back, to the Future.
I've got a funny story about Doc Emmett Brown that I'm going to tell you after the podcast is over.
That sounds a bit like anticlimactic for everyone else listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one listening to this right now is ever going to hear this story ever, but you two are, and you'll find it very funny.
Sizzle. Right. So Back to the Future for the NES.
What, cash grab or not?
Did we decide it was a cash grab?
We decided it was a cash grab, and we also
it was
decided that it's a
shit.
shit game.
So that goes to the bottom of the cash grab pile.
That's right. Like I would say, right at the bottom.
Right. Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
It is a cash grab,
It's a cash grab, but it was quite fun to play.
but it was actually decent. Yeah.
So that goes so far at the top of the top of the
Yes.
cash grab list.
Yes.
Hercules.
Cash grab. We decided, and it's at the tip top. I would say.
Better than Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Little Nicky.
Did we decide it was a cash grab? Oh,
I can't remember.
neither do I. This is the problem. See.
We don't have good memory.
No. I don't.
All right,
I think
let's
we
just
said-
rate
I think
them
we
in-
said it was.
I think it probably was.
Okay, it was.
And it was definitely better than Back to the Future. And I'd
Not-
say it just goes above that.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
not better than Street Fighter.
No.
Goosebumps Attack on the Mutant. The list cannot be tall enough for how good this game is.
I was about to say, I'm fairly certain I know someone in this room who likes this game.
Just a little bit.
Did we decide this was a cash
I
grab?
think we said it wasn't.
I don't
a
think we
cash
said it
grab.
was because it was so much better than a TV
Oh
show.
fuck yeah! Jesus Christ.
No, I don't think it was a cash grab. And then
By the way, I just want to do a little kind of statement. Melissa Baffery, if you are listening, I did say in episode 5, Goosebumps, that if you were interested, I would love to meet up and have a chat and maybe discover that we're in love with one another. But, you know, I still haven't heard from you, and I'm getting a bit sick of waiting. So
He's not.
basically,
he will
all I'm
wait
saying
for the end of
is
time.
fucking cool. I love you.
You're
That's it.
done?
I'm done. I'm done.
All right.
I love you, Melissa.
The Crow. Cash
Cash
grab.
grab.
And shit.
Shit.
Was it shitterer than Back to the Future?
I don't think so. Because it's more funny.
it was
a lot more
fucking
funny.
hilarious, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. It was hilarious.
Now, GoldenEye's a tough one.
GoldenEye, we were kind of split on if it was a cash grab.
I didn't think it was a cash grab.
And neither did I. Oh, no.
No, you did think it was a cash grab.
I
didn't you?
did. No, wait. The three of you?
Wait, no, you did. Adam and I didn't. And then I think Steph was half.
I was half, and I
Oh,
think
yeah.
overall, I agree it was a cash grab.
I would say, yeah, it was a cash grab. Wait,
And then-
was that,
But
was
to be
that
fair,
mine?
the main
Wait,
reason
what did I say it was?
you said it was a cash grab. The
Oh, yeah, I
main
did.
reason you said it was a cash grab was because they released it alongside the next film.
Yes.
But is that a cash grab or is that just clever marketing?
Yeah. No,
It's-
once again, see, I actually went back round to more your point of thinking back on that one. You know, it's kind of half and half. It's,
Yeah,
I would say
So
I would
it's
say
a
the
tough one.
swing is in favour of it not being a cash grab.
Yeah.
So
the
I would
swing was
say
in not
it's
a cash
not
grab.
a cash grab.
And
it's an amazing game.
great.
Yeah.
Amazing game and great film.
And
It's all good.
It's better than Goosebumps.
And then it brings.
I
us-
fucking said it, all right.
Fucking hell! You heard it here first, folks.
And where would we put fucking hell, I forgot what we just played.
Moonwalker.
Where would we put Moonwalker?
So we did say it was a cash grab, and I would put it quite near the top, just under Hercules, I would say.
Okay, so
Right,
about the
yeah.
middle there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice. One day we'll write this out.
yeah.
I'll have to listen
Well,
to this
but-
again
but
to make our order.
We'll
Yeah.
we'll bring context to this for you listeners
Yeah.
or watchers if you're on YouTube. And on that subject, do follow us on SoundCloud if you're listening to this, and subscribe to us on YouTube if you're watching this.
Yeah.
And
We've
send
got
us
got a tweeter.
yes, Twitter at CashGrabPodcast.
Yes.
So follow us.
And if you want to say something that's too long on Twitter, send us an email on cashgrabpodcast@gmail.com.
Or a direct message on
Oh, can
Twitter.
you put as many letters as you want?
You can put in 141 if you want. Or more.
Is it 140 on Twitter?
I think so.
I think it's 141, yeah. What's that?
There you go. You heard it here first.
Wow.
140.
I'm sure other people have discovered this by now.
I'm sure they have. Well, so yeah, subscribe and follow and get in touch and suggest some movies to us or some games to us. 'Cause,
Yeah,
you
what
know,
do you want to see next?
Yeah,
We'll
always
stop
in the
pulling
market.
things out of my childhood and actually pick something we've never done before.
Yeah, exactly. Steph's a broken man right now. Help him out,
Yeah.
guys. All right, so I guess until next time, thanks for listening and goodbye.
See you later.
See you later.
Right.
Bye.